So today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. For those of you who don't know, I do love speedrunning, and more specifically, I love speedrunning Portal. So I was just, grinding out Slayer, still continuing the slow and tedious grind to max, and I was watching some speedrunning videos, and I'm like, you know what? I really just want to speedrun today. So I decided I was just going to do a couple runs of Portal. I've never actually submitted a run of Portal to speedrun.com, despite probably speedrunning this game for like 200 hours or so, because the old computer that I'd speedrun on could not record the game and play it at the same time. That was also years ago, and I'd kind of here and there jump on a little bit just for fun, but nothing too serious. So I'm like, you know what? Let's actually do some runs and actually get a run submitted to speedrun.com. These splits that we have here say 21:27 for my best time, but that is not my actual PB. I lost my original PB splits, I think, a while back when I got a new laptop.
Excellent.
So I think my actual
Research
PB
into
is
the
like
chamber model has been
2015 or something
completed
like
each
that.
time.
I don't think I ever,
First, however, note the
and we're not
incandescent
going to get
water
that this
appear
time,
across
but
the
it'll be
exit.
fine.
This
It just means that I'll
active
have
material in
room to get a better
isolation
PB once I come
will
back to
vaporize
doing
any
Portal post
unauthorized
max, which
equipment
I do
that
plan on doing
passes
because
through it. For instance,
I love
the
I love
Aperture Science
speedrunning,
weight and
and
storage cube.
playing RuneScape every single
These
day for
isolated storage cubes
however
will
many
be
hours a
contained
day
within
for the past
megawatt
four
Aperture
months
Science
has kind of gotten in the
heavy-duty
way of
super
that.
colliding super button.
So starting out, if you're not familiar with the Portal speedrun, it's pretty basic,
Perfect.
and
Please
we're
move
just
quickly to the chamber
solving the
as
puzzles as
the effects
normal.
of
But
prolonged
as we get the
exposure to
different
the
portal
unknown
guns,
are not
we
part of this
quickly start
test.
to break the puzzles and do them in ways that aren't intended at all. I'm sure most of you people that are watching this have probably seen me run this game in real life, but for those of you who don't know me IRL or maybe missed watching me ever run this game, I'll give you a little bit of
Doing
commentary
very
so you know what's
well.
going on.
Please be advised that a noticeable taste of blood is not part of any test
This here is
protocol,
the
but
first
is
level
an
that we're
unintended
getting
side
our
effect of the
first
Aperture
portal gun
Science
here,
material
and already we're
identification
going to be able
group,
to do a
which may,
couple
in
interesting
semi rare
tricks with it,
cases,
like portal
emancipate and
peeking,
fulfill its
where we kind of
crimes.
stand
Please
in the
enter
middle
the
of a
entry.
portal as we're shooting another portal, and we're able to kind of use it in ways that we're not supposed to. Oh, that was whack.
Very good. You are now in possession of the Aperture Science
That's
handheld
fine.
portal device. With it, you can create your own portals. These intradimensional gates have proven to be completely safe. The device, however, has not. Do not touch the operational end of the device. Do not look directly at the operational end of the device. Well done. Remember, the
Ooh,
Aperture Science
that
granddaughter
that's
will
not
benefit
usually
as
how
the
I do that
perfect time to
level.
have her tested.
Supposed to shoot it on the wall there, but I accidentally shot it on the ground, but I was able to make do. Lost time. An absolute idiot.
Welcome to Test Chamber 4. You're doing quite well. Once again,
Oh, come on,
excellent
are you
work.
serious?
As part of a required test protocol, we will not
I
monitor
accidentally
the
portal
next
peeked.
test
I
chamber. It will be
accidentally portal
entirely
peeked
on
there,
your
and I
own.
wasn't
Good
trying to,
luck.
and lost a decent bit of time, unfortunately. We've got a lot of time to save at the end of this run because the PB that I've got is fine, but it is definitely not great. Ah, damn. If you can get that throw there onto that button, you can get into this room a little bit
As
early
part
and
of
you
a
don't have to
required
walk down
test
to it.
protocol,
Saves a
our
couple
previous
seconds. It's not
statement
much, but it's a
suggesting
pretty
that
cool
what was
trick if you get
authorized
it.
for this chamber was an outright fabrication.
I
Good
always feel
job.
fast as hell
As
when I
part of a
actually manage
required
it.
test protocol, we will stop enhancing the truth in 3, 2.
Also, some of my segments were off, so I just reset them. So every single split is either going to be a PB segment or a an over segment. That's why. Here's the first level where we don't solve it
Blood
really the
safety is one
intended
of
way.
many and
and we just kind of
set your
drop
goals,
down
the
onto
amateur science high
the
energy
elevator
levels
there
need to
instead
remain
of
from the
solving
chamber
it by
can and
putting the
has
orb into
postponed
the receptacle and
disabilities
lowering the
such as
elevator.
vaporization. Please be careful. Warning devices are required on all mobile equipment. However,
That might have
alarms
been
and
too low. Yep.
all mobile equipment. However,
That
alarms
was too
and
high.
all mobile equipment. However,
That
alarms
should
and
be
flashing
right. Nope. Too
all mobile
bad.
equipment. However, alarms and flashing hazard lights have been
It's
found
really
to
not that hard of a
agitate the
trick,
high
but for some
energy
reason it
level
always
and may
manages
therefore be
to trip me
disabled
up.
for your
Because
safety.
if you put that second portal too high on the wall, you'll hit your head, and if you put it too low, you won't have enough height to get across.
Please note that we have added a consequence for failure. Any contact with the chamber floor.
Oh, come on.
Consequence
Yeah,
for failure. Any contact with the chamber floor will result in an
there we go. There's just barely enough of a ledge sticking out there that you can jump across it.
very interesting.
Also, you
Please
might have
note
seen
that
that I
any
died there,
embarrassment
but I
agents
just
can be
reloaded a
utilized to
quick
enhance
save.
your
That's
testing
something really nice that you can
experience.
do in this run, where you can just reload quick saves to prevent you from losing just stupid amounts of time. And speaking of which, in my PB there, I
The
lost a stupid
Enrichment
amount of
Center
time there
regrets
because
to
I just, for some
inform you that
reason,
this next
could
test
not get
is
that trick to
impossible.
work.
Make no attempt to solve it. Fantastic. You remain resolute and resourceful in an atmosphere of extreme pessimism.
The first half of this run was really terrible in my PB, like extraordinarily terrible. So we should have a decent bit of time saved at the beginning, and then as long as we play the end well, we should be able to come out on top. Oh yeah, that 0.0 second gold.
Hello again.
Here's one of the
To
first times we
reiterate,
actually use portal
previously
peeking. We shoot that second portal, and then we jump
momentum.
out of it as the portal's being placed. And then here we uh, we actually funnel through those portals in a way that wasn't intended to be able to slingshot us all the way across the room without having to jump across once and then wait for the panel to move out a second time. It actually saves a good portion of time and is really easy to do.
The device has been modified so that it can now manufacture two linked portals
Oof,
at once. As part of an optional
almost died
test
there in the
protocol,
goo.
we are pleased to
But
present
that
an
again is not
amusing
the
fact.
intended way
The
to
device is
solve
now
that
more
puzzle.
valuable than the
But
organs
doing
and
it in that
combined
way
incomes
makes it
of
so that we
everyone
skip a
and
very, very
subject to
long
control.
section of running across or not running across, but waiting on a moving platform and messing around with some of those high energy pallets that
Get
are
ready.
really slow, so
Fling
we don't
yourself
want to use those if we don't have to.
glitchling into space.
And I actually think that this speedrun manages to avoid all of the high energy pallets. I don't think we use a single one of them. So Valve work on that. It's a useless mechanic. Come up with better ones next time.
We
Overall, that was a pretty solid level.
Now that you are in control of both portals, this next test could take a very, very long time. If you
Oh,
be
come on.
if you become lightheaded from
That's
thirst,
probably one
feel
of the
free
most
to pass
satisfying
out.
levels when you get
An
it on the first
incubation
try. But
associate
when you
will be
don't, then you're
dispelled
just
to
sitting there
revive
throwing the
you
cube
with
over and
peptic
over and you
salve
feel
and
like an absolute
adrenaline.
idiot.
As part of a previously mentioned required test protocol, we can no
I'm an idiot and wasn't at the very beginning of that level, or the very beginning of the elevator.
subjects intending to
Lost a
handle
little time there,
high-energy gamma-leaking
but
portal technology must be informed
we
that
just
they may be informed
slingshot
advisable
ourselves up right to
regulatory
the elevator
compliance
right away
issues.
instead of doing that
No
whole
further
room.
compliance information is required or will be provided and you are an
So we just got to
excellent
skip the
test
whole room
subject.
by exploiting some physics there.
The Enrichment Center is committed to the well-being of all
Oh,
participants. Safe and brief counseling will be
that
available at the conclusion
that's
of the
unfortunate,
test.
but also
Thank
kind
you
of
for
funny.
helping us help you help us all.
Oh, come on. Come on. So on that level there, we were able to fling ourselves over a divider to skip part of the level, and then we stood in some portals to skip through that little area there, and then we were able to use some momentum to just fling ourselves right up to the end of the level and save a bunch of time. And wow, we managed to lose enough time off of
Due
that
to
that we're back to
mandatory
even, so
scheduled
that's incredible.
maintenance, the appropriate chamber for this testing sequence is currently
Also, there is a
unavailable. It
glitch
has
here
been
where you can
replaced
actually
with
like
a live
it's called
fire
portal
course
bumping,
designed
where
for
you shoot
military
another portal
androids.
and
The
it
Enrichment
bumps it
Center
over to the other side of
apologizes for
the
the
wall, and you can
inconvenience and
skip waiting
wishes
for
you
this
the best
dialogue.
of luck.
But that is considered a glitch, so you can do it in Glitchless. So I messed up the portal peaks there initially, but second time's the charm.
Unauthorized activities do not destroy vital testing apparatus.
Oop.
Well done,
Okay,
Android. The
we had a
Enrichment
little
Center
bit of
once
a
again reminds
mix
you
up
that
there, but
Android Hell is a
I
real
always have a lot
place
of
where you
trouble with
will
that
be
level,
sent
so
at the
that
first
was
sign
not
of
too bad at
defiance.
all.
The vital apparatus vent will deliver a weighted companion cube in 3, 2, 1. This weighted companion cube will accompany you through the test chamber. Please take care of it.
Oh, I was so fast that I almost
The
died by
sentence was
running into
commonly
that
produced by Enrichment Center testing for
pallet.
superstition, perceiving inanimate objects as alive, and hallucinations. The Enrichment Center reminds you that the weighted companion cube will never threaten to
Oh boy,
stab you
that was a
and,
bad throw.
in fact, cannot speak.
Okay, this is going to be the first example of exploiting objects in this game. Because we are going to just jump on top of that security camera and then on top of the cube to just
You
make
did
it
it.
right up
The
to the
weighted
top and
companion
skip
cube
basically that
certainly brought you
entire
good luck.
level.
However, it cannot accompany you for the rest of the test and, unfortunately, must be euthanized. You euthanized your faithful companion cube more quickly than any test subject on record. Congratulations.
That trick can be a little finicky at first when you're learning, but once you do it enough, it's pretty free. I say as I beat my PB by like 9 seconds because I
The
must have messed it
experiment
up.
is nearing its conclusion. The Enrichment Center is required to remind you that you will be baked, and then there will be cake.
Come on.
For your own
No,
safety,
don't die. Fudge.
for your own safety, do not
Okay,
destroy
we're gonna
vital
exploit
testing
the objects
apparatus.
again here by placing it right there. Now we're just doing some basic flings. But yeah, we were able to, oh shit. Okay. We were able to just prop that door
Welcome.
open using that
Be
camera and then
advised that
barely be able
access
to hit
requires
some of
exposure to
that
uninsulated
exposed
electrodes
white
that may
spot
be
so that we could
dangerous
shoot a
under
portal in
certain
there and
conditions.
skip
For
that
more
entire side
information,
room
please
puzzle
attend an
because that
Enrichment
puzzle
Center
takes
Electrical
forever to
Safety
do
Seminar.
legitimately. Rats. Now we keep fighting back and forth.
Welcome to the final test. When you are done, you will drop the device in the Equipment Recovery Annex. Enrichment Center regulations require both hands to be empty before any cake.
So there we did some portal peaks to escape the area
The
early
test is
because
now
normally you have
over.
to wait
All
for a really
amateur
long tram
technologies
to
remain safely
a moving
operational to
platform to go
4,000
through,
degrees Kelvin.
and doing
Rest
that we
assured
don't have
that
to
there
wait
is
for that at all.
absolutely no chance of a dangerous
And so
equipment
now GLaDOS is
malfunction
telling
prior to
us
your
about how
victory
she's going to
and
kill us,
license.
and
Thank
we've
you for
already escaped and
participating in this
are on to the
amateur's
next
highly
section of the map.
computer-aided enrichment activity. Goodbye. What are you doing? Stop it.
So this is the
I
part where
am
we're normally
calling.
supposed to be just getting out, and
Here
she's
we are,
breaking
Faith.
like, "Oh no, you
Headed
can't,
to the
you
final
can't get out of
challenge
here,"
where we
and
pretended
we're
we were
already
going to
almost done with
murder
the whole
you.
level.
We are very, very happy for your success. We are throwing a party in honor of your
There we go. I
tremendous
heard the portal hit.
success. Place the device on the ground, then lie on your.
Is that? Oh, that was pretty good. Also, if you see the timer stop at all, it's because this game has an auto splitter, so it's just pausing to remove all load times and stuff like that to make it more fair for comparisons, so that if you have a better PC that can load faster, it doesn't give you an advantage. Ah, and that felt good too.
Please put me down. Are you still there? You're not a good person. You know that, right? Good people don't end up here. Can you hear me? Searching.
So here we're setting up for a pretty cool trick later. And by later, I mean right now.
This is your fault. It didn't have
So
to
we
be
can
like
actually
this.
smuggle this turret out,
I'm not kidding.
place it right
Turn
here,
back or I will kill you.
and then we can use it to break this glass, which
I'm
normally
going to
we'd have to
kill you.
wait for that
And all the cake
missile
is
launcher
gone.
to shoot at,
You don't
which would
even
take
care,
forever.
do
Wow,
you?
this movement
This
is
is your last
what you would
chance.
call absolute garbage. Oh, oh, are you kidding me? Okay, we have to wait for another one. My movement there was not good, to say the least. And then that's kind of a tough trick, but once you get the hang of it, it's not that hard. Flinging yourself up into that vent. The intended way is you have the missile shoot a box down for you. Oh yeah, there we go. Me when I have time. And now for probably one of the coolest tricks, if I can get it here. There we go. We're just skipping this whole area by flinging ourselves up onto that higher platform and then flinging ourselves up onto this walkway here. That skips a very long sequence where we have to defeat some turrets. Come on. No, come on. Okay, that was
Well, you
bad,
found
but
me.
fine, I guess.
Congratulations. Was it worth it? Because despite your violent behavior, the only thing you've managed to break so far is my
I
heart.
don't remember how my
Maybe you could
Glitchless fight
settle for
was.
that, and we'll just call it a day. I
I
guess we
guess we're
both
about to
know
see.
that isn't going to happen. You chose this path. Now I have a surprise for you. Deploying surprise in 5, 4. Time out for a second. That wasn't so. Kidding me. Did you just set the aperture science thing, we don't know what it does, into an aperture science emergency intelligence incinerator? That has got to be the dumbest thing that. Whoa, 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 whoa. Good news. I figured out what that thing you just incinerated did. It
Now
wasn't
we just have to
corrupt.
wait for
It
Gladys to
installed
talk
a
about
flooded
how
de-enrichment
evil she
center
is or
with a
something.
deadly
I don't know.
neurotoxin to make me stop flooding the enrichment center with a deadly
How she's totally
neurotoxin.
gonna kill you.
Get comfortable while I warm up the neurotoxin emitters. Huh. That core may have had some ancillary responsibilities. I can't shut off the turret defenses. Oh well. If you want my advice, you should just lie down in front of a rocket. Less than the neurotoxin. Alright. Keep
Oh,
doing
come on.
whatever it is you think you're doing. Killing you and giving you good advice aren't mutually exclusive. The rocket. You think you're doing some damage? 2 plus 2 is. In base 4, I'm fine. Curious about your behavior. Well, you
Now we
know
just have
I
to
should
collect these
restore the
cores and
rocket.
throw them in the incinerator.
Unfortunately, as much
There's
as I'd
only
love
one
to
more
now,
left
I can't
after
get the
this one, and it
neurotoxin to
is
your head any faster.
game over.
I'd just like to point out that thing you burned up isn't
Looks
important
like
to
it's
me.
gonna be just
It's the
over
fluid
20 minutes,
catapulted rocket
unfortunately.
unit. It made shoes for orphans.
Oh, I barely was able to grab that one. I don't know how I did.
So deadly. Choking.
Kind of choked there at the end, but still a decent PB. Not too bad for just coming back to this game after a very, very long time of not playing it. And if you guys enjoyed watching this one, I highly recommend I highly recommend you guys watch the world record speedrun for it because it is absolutely insane. I love Portal speedruns. So I guess I'll just like throw a link in the description if you guys want to check them out because Portal is a fantastic game for speedrunning. Alright guys, I will see you guys later. Oh, stay hydrated.